Subscribe our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook, visit our website.
Hi, good day. Today's topic is how to maintain acceptable transaction date when no perform year-end cutoff. At first, for your info, the benefit for not having to do year-end are you can have yearly comparison P&L and balance sheet report. You can view the price history from beginning till present. You can also view all your transactions and documents in one same database without needing to switch database. As aforesaid earlier, SQL does not require year-end. So, with this feature of maintain acceptable transaction date, you are allowed to log certain dates that you do not want anyone to edit. Here's a scenario such as now is year 2016. Your company has audited and finalized year 2015 accounts, and you do not wish anyone to accidentally change anything at year 2015. So, this feature is really useful for you to block it. Firstly, go to Tools, select Maintain Acceptable Transaction Date. Click here to add a new row and set the date range to allow the users to create, edit, and delete. Then save it. With this setting, you can prevent users to do any amendment for transactions that fall outside of the allowed date period. Example, I try to edit a document which is dated on 2015. But when the time I'm trying to save it, system will print out a message saying that this transaction is far outside of acceptable transaction date and is not allowed to save it. Thus, you can also assign this function to be accessed or to have override action in user access control setting. Go to Tools, Maintain User, then select and double-click on the username. Click on the More button, select Access Control. To disallow user to insert the acceptable transaction date, browse into the group of tools, then untick all for this Maintain Acceptable Transaction Date. To disallow user to have override action or to skip the checking on acceptable transaction date, make sure the override acceptable transaction date is unticked. Otherwise, vice versa. Save when done setting by click here. Now, when log on as the username with above setting, this user will not have right on Maintain Acceptable Transaction Date. As you can see, this feature do not show under the tools anymore. Therefore, this user also unable to override and save the transaction that fall outside of acceptable transaction date. Click OK to cancel it, or click Override and request a person with right to override it, then only able to save the transaction. That's all for today's topic. Thank you and have a nice day.
Subscribe to our YouTube for the latest videos, follow our Facebook for the latest update, go to our website for reports and guides. It's so easy.